History tells us that Sun Quan chose betrayal during the Battle of Fancheng, seizing Jing and dooming Guan Yu, but what if he turned his swords not on Shu, but on Cao Cao himself? What if Wu dared to storm the Central Plains? To make Sun Quan's decision to attack Cao Cao and Shu plausible, we need Guan Yu to accept his proposal for a marriage between his son, likely Sun Deng, and Guan Yu's unnamed daughter. This alliance binds Sun Quan and Guan Yu together, easing Sun Quan's fears of Shu's dominance in Jing. Both forces redirect resources from southern Jing and openly use each other's supplies for a fully committed joint campaign against Cao Cao. With a closer bond between Guan Yu and Sun Quan, the proposals to strike southern Jing fall on deaf ears. Lu Meng desperately proposes an alternate strategy, a daring campaign to capture Chu Chang. Wu's navy will sail up the Hua River, besiege Fancheng and seize Xiangyang alongside Guan Yu. Guan Yu insists on leading the charge to Xu Chang himself and promises to share the spoils with the Wu soldiers, which greatly pleases Sun Quan. Pride and ambition sparks a fierce rivalry between Guan Yu and Lu Meng, who both vow to be the first to topple Cao Cao. Lu Meng leads the Wu navy up the river to Xiangyang, capturing key cities and towns along the way until they rendezvous with Guan Yu's forces, who have already started the encirclement of Fancheng. Wu's navy and archers quickly join in to help reinforce against Tao Ren and Pang De, making their attacks against Guan Yu less effective. Shu forces maintain firm control over the water routes and the encirclement of Fancheng, while Pang De struggles to get close to Guan Yu in this timeline. He's not famously recognised as White Horse General, although his fervour towards slaying Guan Yu still burns strong. The Shu soldiers welcome Lu Meng's swagger on the battlefield, but this irks Guan Yu, who promises to plant Shu banners in Cao Cao's palace first. When the heavy rains burst the banks of the Han River, Lu Meng's archers darkened the sky, and Guan Yu's boats hunted the survivors. Ye Jin's army camped too close to the river, much like in history, but Wu's archers and warships make things even worse for him this time. His 7 armies scatter, and he surrenders to Lu Meng to avoid complete destruction, while Pang De retreats atop a dam with Guan Yu closing in on him. He fights fiercely despite the raising floods, and Wu's navy rapidly arrives to complicate his situation further. As Pang De tries to hold on to his defensive position, Guan Yu's arrogance gets the better of him. In an effort to quickly capture Pang De, he sails his ship too close. Pang De is able to wound him in the arm with a well-aimed arrow, forcing him to withdraw. Pang De fights on atop the dam, defiant, loyal, and fearless, until he meets his end in combat by Wu's archers. In the brief time that he resisted until the end, he became known and feared among the enemy as the Iron Sentinel. Tao Ren and Man Chong's position within Fancheng is far riskier in this timeline, as the strong Shu-Wu alliance removes their hopes of any external disruption. Man Chong would recognise that holding Fancheng is highly unlikely here, as the combined Wu-Shu forces are potentially double the size as Guan Yu's historic army. Losing Fancheng is costly, but losing Tao Ren's elite troops would cripple Wei's ability to counter the Shu-Wu advance. Man Chong frames Tao Ren's retreat as a tactical withdrawal to rally the men to fight another day. The retreat is difficult to pull off, but possible if Tao Ren's forces remain cohesive. Man Chong's pragmatism makes this more likely, so the Wei troops break through the encirclement at night, or via a diversion, then escape to Wan City. Tao Ren's retreat abandons Fancheng, allowing Guan Yu and Lu Meng to claim a swift victory, but a rivalry erupts over who deserves credit. Guan Yu proclaims himself as administrator over Xiangyang to assert Shu's dominance over Jing. Reinforced by his current role as Jing's governor, he appoints Lu Meng as a commandant over Fancheng's garrison and the city's fortifications. This title grants Lu Meng control over the Han River, while still subordinating him under Guan Yu. Their tense exchange and Wu's muted response imply disharmony. Lu Meng turns away, signalling Wu's banners to rise over Fancheng's towers. In Chengdu, Zhuge Liang reads the military report before Liu Bei. The king of Hanzhong strokes his beard and smiles, before sending messengers to honour Wu's role. Another letter is sent to Guan Yu. Take Xu Chang yet share the glory. Petty rivalry aids Cao Cao, but I trust your heart. Zhuge Liang advises him to support Guan Yu's Xu Chang campaign by sending troops and supplies to uphold sieges around Wan and Xu Chang. In Jianyi, Sun Quan hears Lu Meng's report with Zhou Tai, Lu Xun, and some others. Fancheng has fallen, but Guan Yu has staked his claim on it, while Cao Ren flees. Pacing his halls, he mutters to himself until locking eyes with Lu Xun's glare. Cautiously, he nodded. Let Guan Yu and Lu Meng storm over Xuchang, while I march on Hefei where Zhang Liao awaits. Cao Cao is broken, and we will rise above all others. Sun Quan's attack for Hefei is feasible, but stretches Wu's military capacity. With Lu Meng's committed force, the remaining troops would be split between Jian Yi's defense, probably Ding Feng with 10,000 troops, and Sun Quan's mobilized army marching for Hefei. By early winter, the Hua River could also face storms, hindering Sun Quan's attack, while officers like Zhang Ba still pose a threat with potential counterattacks on Jian Yi. At Fancheng, still recovering from the wound from Pang De's arrow, Guan Yu's right arm festered, so he was forced to retire to a Shu camp near Xiangyang. Many officers, including Guan Ping and Liao Hua, went searching for the legendary physician Hua Duo, who arrived under escort from Jing province. As the drums beat, the warriors feast. Hua Duo slices the arm, bloody wound with stitched silk thread. Guan Yu didn't blink, just sliced his meat with precision. Driven to outshine Guan Yu, Lu Meng abandons his water advantage on the river to march over land towards Xuchang. His direct route through Bo Wang's hills avoids Wan's defences and is direct, but perilous. His army of battle-hardened archers and infantry risks overextension, but Guan Yu's supplies from a secure Jing covers this. Nevertheless, Xu Huang still lingers in the forests with a smaller unit of new recruits. The path from Fancheng to Bo Wang is rugged, with hills and rivers, slow for infantry, and offers ambush opportunities, so the chances of Xu Huang torching Wu wagons and laying traps are high. Lu Meng's strategic counters showcase his brilliance as he defiantly marches north. Fueled by his rivalry, he bypasses numerous barricades and ambushes, but still suffers plenty of setbacks. Guan Yu leads cavalry and infantry reinforcements from Fancheng along the Han River a few days after Lu Meng, through Nanyang to Xuchang. His route overlaps Lu Meng's near Wan, where he faces Xu Huang's remaining barricades, but smashes through, quickly closing the gap on Lu Meng with his cavalry. Meanwhile, his infantry encircles Wan under generals Guan Ping, Zhao Li, and Liao Hua. This pins Cao Ren down, but delays infantry support for a coordinated assault on Xuchang. The immense threat that Guan Yu and Lu Meng posed to Xuchang made Cao Cao consider relocating his capital, and many of his advisors agreed. Sima Yi and Jiangji pointed out that the Sun-Liu alliance was shaky at best, but still held firm for now. Guan Yu's ambition and Sun Quan's opportunism make Xuchang untenable. By withdrawing now, we avoid a costly siege, and can wait far from their reach for our chance to strike back. Sun Quan's envy of Guan Yu will soon surface. We need only the patience to turn their partnership into a betrayal. Cao Cao escorts the Han Emperor north to Yi City to preserve Wei's legitimacy, as Xie had done, and Xu Huang take charge over Xuchang's defences. As the city's outer walls crumble under the relentless assault of Xu and Wu, the banners of the rivals Guan Yu and Lu Meng rose ever skyward. Far to the east, Zhang Liao desperately clashes against Sun Quan's royal army to hold Wu's onslaught back at Hefei, each sortie a testament to his resolve. In Yi, Cao Cao's court trembles with panic as advisors whisper of lost capitals and drifting emperors. Xu's cavalry thunders on around the central plains, and Wu's archers ever loomed, but one question still lingers on the mouths of the people. Whose banner was truly planted in the city first, Guan Yu or Lu Meng's?